Maybe I'm just nostalgic, or maybe it's truly magical. Oh, when I see that castle, the feeling is truly magical. Maybe I'm just nostalgic. Maybe it's truly magic. Maybe I'm just nostalgic. Maybe it's truly magic.
I'm Brooke.
And I'm hungover.
And this is a DisNeat-hos podcast. Andrew's back! Yay!
It's really good to be back in this room recording this podcast.
What about in this earthly
you.
realm?
I don't give a shit to be in this state, in this area right now. I'd much prefer to be back in Florida where there's warmer weather and sun and beaches, but here we are in 50 degrees and gray skies.
It's lovely, isn't it? Who doesn't vacation in Pennsylvania this time of year? Did I just give away our location?
Uh-oh.
Wait, no, they know Pennsylvania.
Do they know Pennsylvania?
I think they know
Have
that
we
much.
talked about? Okay.
It could be anywhere in Pennsylvania, though. Big
You don't
state.
even know.
Yeah.
If I knew how coordinates worked, I'd make up some fake coordinates to read out.
Yeah,
right
I have no
now.
idea how coordinates work.
5 and 270s.
If I had to go orienteering, I would fail.
I don't think it's like that.
I gave it my best shot on a whim.
Isn't that like 642.8 longitude?
Yeah, there's a decimal somewhere.
and 972.3 latitude.
Well, last week we promised that Andrew would come back and we'd hear all about his trip to Florida, but we're going to go ahead and postpone that for a week because it's episode 50. We did 50 episodes of DisNeat-hos.
No,
Technically,
we did
recorded
more.
53 or 54
We did
episodes.
more than 50 episodes, but
We've done like 70 episodes, yo.
not all of them were usable. So here we are. There are 50 episodes that you have heard.
Well, this is the 50th episode. That you
Yeah,
did.
that's what I mean.
That's
If
sure.
they're listening right now, this is the 50th.
Fair enough.
Congratulations. You've listened to us 50 times. At least. And maybe you listened to an episode more than once. And if so, that's
That's really cool.
nice.
So we threw a task out there for you guys to suggest topics that we should talk about on this episode. So what we're going to do is just go through all of them.
Because there were only 3.
So the first one came in from one Drew Walsh,
Because there were only 3.
which couldn't possibly be a false name for any of the people on this show who wanted to know what our feelings were on the smoking ban at the Disney parks.
I think it's great. I think smoking's disgusting.
I back that up.
Number one turnoff for me, smoking.
Okay, well, we're not trying
Like
to...
cigarettes.
Well, okay. So here's the deal. I don't think that kids should be around cigarette smoke and that secondhand smoke and nastiness. As an ex-smoker, I can agree that I now hate the smell of cigarettes and being around cigarette smoke. However, I do believe that Disney is, they try to be there for everybody and make everyone have a great time. And there's a lot of people that do smoke that I think will, avoid going to the park now for that.
Cool, shorter lines for me.
Yeah, I
But
think
what
the
I-
parks will survive.
Do think they could have done was literally just made, a little smoking room pod, one in each park, and call it a day.
Yeah, no, I think that's
At the
definitely
very least.
It's definitely kind of like a compromise. Like there's one designated smoking
Yeah.
area in each park, and that's
Yeah,
all
yeah,
you
yeah.
get. I
Not
would
out
be
in the
fine with
public
that.
eye, not in the open air space, but kind of like they do at some airports where they have a smoking lounge room with the big vents.
Yeah.
And I do think that vaping should be allowed in the park because that's much different than cigarette smoke.
And I mentioned this to you, Andrew, but I definitely would prefer the smell of a vape over the smell of a cigarette because vapes can smell like strawberries and all types of nice
Cigarette
things.
smoke is just so gross to me.
It's the worst.
So
I wonder if they banned vaping because of so many people weed vaping.
probably.
Yo, that's probably
I didn't
so
think
much
about
fun
that.
to do at Disney.
See?
It's just like smoke.
See how we're pulling you over to
The
my
weed
side?
vaping, and then you're just like, whoa, Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
That would probably be a really good time, actually.
And then if you have the meals package or whatever, and you can just go eat all the different
Yeah.
snacks. Imagine your weed vape with some turkey leg and those extra large McDonald's fries they
The
give out.
churros.
Oh, and
The churros.
Yeah, that's actually that sounds really fun.
I like it.
Not that I condone illegal contraband,
But I do condone
but
eating churros.
I do want people to live their lives. Yeah, like I don't care that smoking was banned. Like I think it's cool. But if they had just had a designated like one spot in every park, I'd also be fine with that.
Yeah.
The smoking ban's kind of like not my chair, not my problem, but I understand some people that is a very big deal.
Yeah. I mean, I don't remember seeing anyone smoking when I was there. I also was just not paying attention to that sort
Yeah.
of thing. So,
The parks had smoking areas, but they were like in very inconvenient locations. Like when my brother would go to smoke, it would be like 45 minutes that he was gone because he had to walk to a total opposite end of the
I
park.
don't care.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if you want to smoke, that's an
Exactly.
inconvenient
Yeah.
habit.
Yeah.
You have to kind of go to the one spot. Like I don't think they should make all of these accommodations for smokers.
Not like that.
You know, I think that would probably be a little overkill.
That's why I said, like, one little spot.
Yeah.
That's what they get, and that's it.
I think
But-
that's fair.
Thinking about the weed smokers and vapors now, especially if Florida being legalizing shit,
Yeah.
it does make sense that they do the ban.
Yeah, because I mean, I feel like they can't really regulate it. It probably gets a little out of hand with all the vaping. And it's just
Yeah.
like you don't know what people are doing, so I guess to just like, you know, prevent anything from happening, they just do the totalitarian move and cut it all off. So
All right.
Now, what I would like to say is if they are going to do that to promote the health and safety of children, then I would also like to see them ban soda in the parks.
well,
as
then they should also ban alcohol.
No.
I know, and I don't want that. Please don't ban the
actually,
alcohol.
oh god, take it away right now.
Yeah, you're hungover, so you don't want any. But wait till like
Mm.
you go to Epcot and you do want it.
Oh, I know. Like, imagine if they're like, alcohol's only going to be sold at Disney Springs now. I'm gonna sit down on Disney. But
That would be
Springs.
so horrible.
Yeah, it would.
I loved drinking in the parks. That
People would
was
stop having
a good
kids.
time. I don't need kids to go to Disney.
What's a drink at Disney?
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on to the next topic.
Moving on.
The next topic came from Cole of the Tom Morrow Talking Head podcast, and he wants to know what's
Hey,
the
Cole.
most ambitious crossover. Oh, he wants to know your opinions on
Cole Sprouse.
the most ambitious crossover event in history, the That's So Sweet Life of Hannah Montana special.
Oh my god, is this Cole Sprouse?
Is this Cole Sprouse?
I think so.
Wow.
Is that a real question?
That
Wait,
is a real
what's
question that we got.
What's the question?
Okay, Cole. Like, are you really trying to get us to fluff your balls right
It really
now?
is. Like, do you really need that, Cole?
It was
You're
so
doing
bad I
pretty
forgot
well.
about it. How about that? You look good now. You look real good.
They do look good, and it's weird. I'm so much older than them.
Are you?
Yeah.
How old are they?
I don't know.
I
Younger- they're significantly younger than me.
Are they?
I think so. I feel like they're only like 22.
Hey Siri. I have an iPhone. Sorry guys, that's unresponsive. Let me go to Google and do the real thing here. Siri will be like, I don't have Dylan or Cole Sprouse as a contact.
26.
Okay, so he's
My age.
he's not that much younger than me, but that's my little brother's age.
Ah, they're older than me.
By like what, a month?
No, they're 92.
When in 92?
August.
Oh, so they're almost 27?
Yeah.
All right, I might be able to swing that.
Damn.
I thought they were like 22.
So I've never seen this episode, so I've got no horse in this race.
So
You never seen that episode?
Well, I guess it was technically 3
What
episodes.
is it? That's So Raven, Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, and Hannah Montana?
Yeah, all 3, like, I guess the episodes carried on to each other.
I never watched Hannah Montana or Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. I did
Life's
see
really
That's
bad.
So Raven.
You'd never seen either of those?
No. Nope.
Ah.
And I don't want to.
I think we've talked about this before. I saw them, obviously, loved them, and I
That would be Coda that you're hearing sniffing into the microphone.
I don't think I don't actively remember that special. I know when it came out because I know Disney used to do their little like premiere things, and I know I would have watched it because I had nothing else going on in life at the time. But I can't say I remember the crossover.
I guess we'll have to take your word for it.
Yeah, apparently it was ambitious and great. So the next question comes to us from Jim, who emailed...
Jim.
Here's a topic. Disney princesses ranked by monarchical hierarchy. So Belle is a peasant, but then marries a duke. Pocahontas is a Native American princess. Who outranks who? This is what happens when one is drinking and watching Beauty and the Beast while listening to your podcast.
Well, first of all, I'm glad you are really finding the true spirit of this podcast and drinking
Get it,
while
boo.
watching Disney movies.
Get it.
You get it, Jim. You totally get it.
So wait, are we ranking?
Am I comparing Belle to Pocahontas?
Yes, I feel like this is a real tough
well,
one.
Jim, you really stumped me here.
He hasn't listened to all 50 episodes,
Yeah.
clearly.
First of all, Belle is trash. She's a garbage heap. So she is ruled by Pocahontas, who is the queen goddess forever.
She's her little bitch.
Yeah, she fucking works Belle, but she's so sweet and like kills Belle with kindness
Pocahontas.
and like knowledge.
Pocahontas is Oprah. Belle is Gail.
No, don't you dare say Belle is Gail. She's not good enough to be Gail.
That's true. Gail's a great assistant.
So Pocahontas
Bad
is
analogy.
Oprah. Belle is Lala from Vanderpump Rules. Just a total trash person. So
Okay.
I do
Yeah.
love me some Vanderpump.
Belle
Rules,
is at
though.
the bottom.
Yeah, Belle is no.
Pocahontas. Is she one? I'd say she's the most.
Pocahontas is the queen, and Belle is her little handmaid.
So here's the question, though, because the question was also tied to, like, in an actual, like, historical monarchy.
I don't
where
know.
with the high,
I don't
like,
know what the
who would-
ranks are.
Who would be
I
like
don't watch
the,
Game of Thrones. I don't know.
I was gonna say, who'd
I
be
wish
like
I
the
could get
tops
that. I'd be like,
princess?
all right, here's your queen, here's your lady, here's your hand of the king, here's who's on your small council.
Who? What Disney character would you make the hand to the king, honestly?
Well, who's the king?
Let's see.
Simba. Duh.
Yeah, we'll say
Jesus.
Simba.
Simba's the king? I mean, obviously, there's two hands to the king, and it's Timon and Pumbaa.
Yeah, done.
Really?
Yeah. It's not
I
going to
mean,
be Zazu because he's a pompous fuck.
I was gonna say, but
And
I feel
Rafiki
like-
is too busy off being the version of the red woman.
He's like an oracle.
yeah, I just
Yeah,
like
he's like, I'm smoking too much weed and doing magic.
I'm
Like,
just saying, like,
Ah!
yeah.
you
Yeah.
know that I love Timon and Pumbaa, but I love them because they're party animals. I don't want party animals as the hand to the king.
Do you know who Tyrion Lannister is? A party animal who loves to drink and talk about women sucking his dick. Like, that is the hand of the queen right now. He was the hand of the king there for a while, I'm pretty sure. So don't
but he wasn't
even
still
don't
being that
at me.
person.
Wait,
He
which
wasn't
kingdom
still
is
being
this?
This is Game of Thrones.
Oh, okay.
He wasn't being he wasn't being that person once he became the hand. He calmed his shit down.
No, that was when he was with the queen, and that's because he had gotten exiled to throw in a box, killed his dad. Spoiler alert.
This is
and
bad.
and his little hoe that he was paying that he actually loved.
Okay.
It's very complicated. It's a
Fair
very
enough.
complex world. So wait, if I'm giving like the king, do they have to be from the same movie? I assumed that's
No,
what
no,
I
no,
did.
no, no. We can say they're from anything. So we'll just say out of all of the Disney everything, Simba is the true king. What character out of everyone would you be like, that's the hand of the king right there?
Jiminy Cricket.
Good call.
Solid.
Yep.
I don't know why, but in my mind I was just like, LeFou.
What a terrible choice for Hand of the King.
Very bad.
I mean, he's a great hype man.
Yeah. He's
But
like the
terrible
Flavor
Hand
He
to the
cracked
King.
under pressure.
Flav
Yeah.
of the Disney world.
Yes.
All right, so unfortunately, Jen sent something, and I don't totally understand what the question is.
Who's Jen?
another person that commented on the Facebook.
She's
Sorry.
a DisNeat-hos.
Sorry,
Matt,
Jen.
Don't you dare disrespect her ever again.
I apologize.
Jen, I'm just going to say right now, if Matt was a great producer, he would have followed up with you to get clarification on that question before bashing you in front of everybody.
I personally
Wow.
know Jen. I'm just not going to go into like.
You personally know her.
I went to college with
Did
Jen.
you know I
And
personally know
I
Jen?
personally know Jen, and I couldn't even ask for clarification on her question.
Well, when I say people's last
So-
names, you yell at me for giving out people's personal information.
No,
sometimes.
don't dare give her last name out. That is not your business to hand out. What would Jen like to know or have us discuss?
Jen's topic suggestion was how Disney celebrates or doesn't celebrate their anniversaries over the years in the parks. And then some of the examples that other DisNeat-hos threw out there were when they put the giant sorcerer's hat outside of Hollywood Studios or when they turned the castle into a birthday cake. So I guess some of your favorites, or what do you think they might do for the 50th?
The castle as a birthday cake is a total travesty, and we need to acknowledge that.
Yeah.
And what a waste of money and resources.
Yeah, like a birthday cake, that's what you're going to make the castle into?
For a company who cares about the environment and not being wasteful, be
Wasteful.
sustainable, you're going to turn a castle into a birthday cake.
I did like the wizard hat, though. I always thought that was cool.
Yeah, I thought that was like permanent. I didn't know that was
But
supposed
didn't
to be
like
like
some
temporary.
people think it was like a stain on the face? It was at Epcot, right?
I
No,
think that one was in
MGM
Hollywood
Studios.
Studios. Yeah.
Oh,
Isn't it MGM?
guys, I didn't go there
It was
until
MGM. At the time, it was MGM.
I'm really dating myself here.
I hadn't been to the parks until like 5 months ago. So let's take it easy over here.
Yeah, let's pump the brakes.
Yeah, at MGM, when you walked in, there was a big purple magic hat with the stars for like the Fantasia hat.
I remember
Yeah.
seeing it
It was what, a gift shop or something
like
stupid?
in pictures.
I think it was literally just a thing. Like, because they didn't have a thing there at the time. They just had, like, the giant
Yeah.
Chinese theater. So they're like, well, let's just put this outside of that so it looks... Because like, Epcot had the ball and Magic
feel
Kingdom
like-
had the castle.
I feel like the anniversaries are half-assed. I feel like they're just like, oh, I guess we should do something. Like, let's not be that.
Another
imaginative.
one, guys.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm getting nervous about because, like, the 50 year for Disney World is next year, and it feels like their whole plan is, like, let's rush a bunch of these new rides as quickly as we can so that they're part of the 50-year celebration.
It's not rushed. It's just do what they know they're damn capable of. They're Disney.
I mean, hey, if they open a bunch of rides, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, they're like, we can do this.
Yeah, it's Disney World. If anyone can open a bunch of fucking, what's it called, rides? There we go.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's
It's
the
Disney.
word? Rides.
God, that was a stretch. That was a serious stretch.
So moving on to the next
if anyone is a
question.
producer, please contact us.
So the next question comes to us from Ashley Ketch, and she says, "Hey guys, big fan here. Was hoping you could do an in-depth interview with Rowdy. Thank you."
Oh my God, I love this suggestion. Thank you, Ashley Ketch, for suggesting this. Rowdy, would you like to come here? Rowdy, come here. Come here. Yeah, come here.
Oh, he's getting
Nope.
excited.
Oh.
Nope. Wait.
All right, I'll ask you from here. Rowdy, how did you get so cute? Okay, great. Rowdy, how are you feeling today? You're still a little sick? Oh, that's sad. Okay. Bye. That was wonderful.
That
Thank
was
you, Rowdy.
great. Probably the
Very
highlight
good.
of the episode. So we're just going to go ahead and skip Tom's suggestion to make me drink a beer and move right on to our favorite.
Listen,
We have
Tom.
tried.
Have
We have tried. Yes.
We've shared the story of Matt and the mojito, right?
Yeah, the non-alcoholic mojito that I said in that episode.
Struggled.
It was like a baby eating a lemon for the
Yes.
first time. Is how he reacted. Like totally unreal. Could not believe it. He can't have a beer. He just
What are those little
can't do it.
non-alcoholic beers? The
I don't even.
O'Doul's, is it?
Is that a thing?
Oh yeah. It's like Christian
Coda.
beer.
Down. You're not getting interviewed. It's Christian beer. Oh my God, that's just hitting me.
It's what you dip wafers in for the blood of Christ.
Basically, maybe send him one of those, and then we'll video his reaction. But good luck with the
Yeah,
beer.
he's never gonna do
He's
it.
been doing this for 46 years. He ain't changing it.
All right. So next question.
48.
Next question comes from
Put it down.
probably I would not to give titles to people, but definitely the king of the DisNeat-hos as far as vocalness.
Daniel?
It's Daniel.
All right, so he has a pretty long one here.
Of course he does. Everything he does is long. He's just like, hey guys, here's a novel. And
That's
I'm
a positive
all right,
in some ways.
getting my reading in.
So he says...
Oh, listen to him trying to defend himself. That's a positive in some ways.
Not sure...
Yeah.
Not sure if anyone's been to the Anaheim Park. I haven't. I know.
Anaheim?
I've never been to
That's
California.
the Disneyland one.
Doesn't he live there?
Yeah, he's asking us. But he was saying that we could do Disneyland versus Magic Kingdom. Which park is
Magic
ultimately better?
Kingdom.
Magic Kingdom.
No, neither of you can answer that accurately. Neither of you have been to
I don't
Disneyland.
need to
Disneyland
go
is
to
the size of
Kingdom.
Magic Kingdom's parking lot. That is an actual fact.
And?
It's just very tiny. There's so much more to do at Magic Kingdom. They have like 3 rides there that you can't get at Disney World.
Like what?
They have the Guardians of the Galaxy ride that replaced Tower of
Oh,
Terror.
is Chris Pratt there?
Okay.
And I think that's... they have Pixar Pier. Those are the only 2 things that they have.
What is Pixar Pier?
It's like kids' rides like the Dumbo ride, but like for Inside Out.
That was one of those stupid
Called like
movies that
Emotional
they did.
Turmoil.
What
didn't like
the
Inside
fuck
Out?
did you just say?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
Oh,
Inside Out is good.
I would say
Oh, is that the one with the thing with the
He would
that looks
like it a
Michelin
lot
Man?
because emotions.
Oh, dude,
it's an
cry my
emotional
balls.
movie.
Oh, that's the one with all the different emotions.
yeah.
And the colors.
But Amy Poehler is joy, and who doesn't love Leslie Knope?
I do love her.
I think you would like it.
It is a good movie.
We'll see.
But he had other questions. Another topic was you could rank by way of preference the 4 parks in Disney World, which I think we've already done on the show.
Yeah,
before.
let's
Wait,
do
Daniel.
this.
He should know. We've all said before we've never been to Disneyland. So Daniel, like,
He's
how
just,
good of a listener
he's
are
just
you?
Go back and
really-
re-listen to everything, Daniel.
God, Daniel, are you? We revoke your title as king of the DisNeat-hos.
Just kidding. Keep it up.
Yeah, let's rank them because I like bashing Hollywood Studios.
To be fair, if I'm going to do this for real, Hollywood Studios isn't my number 1.
Well, good.
It's my emotional number 1, but not my real one.
I couldn't decide.
My emotional number 1.
I couldn't decide when I was there if I liked Magic Kingdom or Animal Kingdom the most.
I think mine, and you're going to hate me for this because mine would go Epcot, Magic Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, Animal Kingdom.
Well, you're a trash person, Matt.
know.
So, I think my sentimental number 1 is going to be Magic Kingdom, just because it's magical. But I had so much fun at Animal Kingdom. I really did. I don't know what these animals are doing over here, by the way. And then whichever one wasn't first would then be second, and then Epcot, and then Hollywood Studios way down the list.
Understandably.
Epcot's really fun, though. I like that. I like the drinking around the world. Get sloshed.
This one's tough because, like, definitely Magic Kingdom. See, I don't know. I'm trying to think back to whether I felt more joy and excitement and wonder at Magic Kingdom or Animal Kingdom.
So for me, I felt like a little kid again at Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
Like just completely I was 8 years old.
Yes.
Immediately.
This is true.
And at Animal Kingdom, I felt like adult me, except for when I met Pocahontas, and I was instantly 5 years old again and like almost peed my pants. But the rest of the time, I was adult Brooke, really enjoying herself and having a great time.
That helped clarify.
Yeah.
So you know what? I'm going to be in the same order as you. Magic,
Animal,
Epcot, MGM,
Hollywood Studios.
whatever. But it's tough because, like, I don't not like Hollywood Studios. I think it's a great park, and they have some fun rides.
They do. That roller coaster is fun. I like Tower Terror.
I think the park is laid out horribly, though.
That's the problem. And it's
hard
kind
to
of what I
find
went
anything.
over. Yeah, well, it's what I went over last week a little bit. What that park started out as made so much sense for that design, and as they've changed everything, it's really made it impossible to navigate. It's like walking through a labyrinth. Like trying to find a spot without using a map, you can like walk in circles and not find it.
And
At
that's-
Hollywood Studios, I thought it was like super basic of a layout.
No, it's weird because like if you want to get to like the sci-fi, I remember trying to get to Sci-Fi Drive-In and getting so lost because there's like all these different routes to take, and then like all the areas look like backstage lots, so like you get confused as to where you're standing at that point.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was fine with it.
You were like there for about 4 hours. So.
Yeah, because what else am I going to fucking do there? Like, there's nothing to do.
All right, you ready for the last question?
Wow,
question.
So if Daniel is the king of the DisNeat-hos, I feel confident saying that this would be the queen of the DisNeat-hos.
Do you feel confident in that? Because remember, we had someone cover our theme song.
This is true.
I feel like there's some competition.
There is a lot of competition for the queen of the DisNeat-hos. But
Tell us what Lauren wants to know.
One of the competitors.
What does Lauren want?
I'm basing on who's always posting content on Facebook.
She is. She is very active in the community.
We run numbers on y'all, just so you know.
Yeah, we run your numbers. I don't know what that means, but we do it.
But Lauren asks if you could create. So basically, I'm going to summarize. Build the 5th park at Disney World.
Yes.
It could be to anything you want it to be. So, like, we've got Epcot. We've got Hollywood Studios. We've got Magic Kingdom.
We just ran through these,
We've got Animal Kingdom, and now we have blank.
So we talked about this one briefly, and I was like, I'm not doing that. That's way too much thinking. Not going to happen. And then I thought about it and came up with 2 ideas. Because that's just how I operate.
Let's hear it.
I told Matt both of them.
And I definitely have a preference to the one.
Yeah, but I'll start with this one. I mean, he likes the one more than the other because this one he wouldn't be allowed in, so he couldn't even enjoy it. But I thought if they built a Zootopia world,
That's
like
good
a
idea.
whole city,
Yes.
like theme park Zootopia. Because I mean, Zootopia is like this whole giant world and like city. You could easily make that a park.
And like a train like they have that you can go through all the different...
I mean, granted,
yeah.
it would be kind of stuck to like the one movie,
Mm-hmm.
which is kind of, you know, the drawback there. But it's a big enough like setting that you could easily make a park out of it. But the one I really like, and the one that Matt liked too, and what I kind of wish they would do because it's such a different idea for them to explore, but a villain world. Like Magic Kingdom, but for villains. So there's like a Hades.
Ooh, like
so like you
dark
go
and-
to hell and stuff, and it's like Hades land.
Go to hell.
There's like you could go to like the sea cave area with Ursula. Obviously, the castle would be Maleficent's castle when you first walk in, and it's like creepy and
Yeah, we got Scar
dungeony,
there.
and the dragons at the top.
I'm actually into that because
Mhm.
we've talked before about
And then the
celebrating
skeleton, the elephant graveyard, and Scar and the hyenas
Yes.
are in there. You feel me? You could go
Yeah.
to the Cave of Wonders, but Jafar is there.
A daily appearance from the Sanderson sisters on stage.
I put a spell on you.
I'm actually all for the villain park.
There's like the shopping area. It's Cruella de Vil.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I guess that I'd be like, is where the villains are already in the park. Like, do we like remove them out
Yeah, they move.
and they just get like a villain park?
Mm-hmm.
But we don't do a hero park because
I mean, that's what the other
heroes.
parks are, essentially.
Yes.
And to be fair, really the only time that they bring out the villains is during the Halloween celebration at Disney anyway. So this would give
You
weirdos
just
like
do
us
the
a chance to
Halloween
see it all year round.
celebration at the villain park.
Yeah.
I
I'm
think
into it.
it's such a fun idea.
Or you
And-
let the villains in only on Halloween night. That's the one night that the villains are allowed in like all the other parks.
Yeah, like the Sanderson sisters come up and like break the spell Halloween night, and then the villains are allowed into the other parks. Or like, you know, maybe it's a month-long celebration and the Sanderson sisters broke the spell,
Yeah.
and the villains can go to the other parks.
I love that.
So we know that Disney sometimes listens to this show because they've stolen Brooke's other ideas before. So like, get on it with this villain.
Also, please consult me. This is my intellectual property over here.
Yes.
Don't just be stealing my ideas. But a villain park. I don't know what would we call it?
Tragic Kingdom.
Disenchanted Kingdom.
Tragic.
I'm not that creative. It's a No Doubt album.
I can't with him.
I don't know.
I
There's
love
many
me
things
some
we could
ska.
call it.
Get out, Coda.
I also, man, it's really hard to come up with an idea for a park.
No, it's not. I came up with two.
What was the second one?
Zootopia World.
Oh, that's right.
How dare you forget what I just said? What are some other ones we could come up with?
I threw this out there. I think that just shoving like Pixar stuff into the Toy Story land is wasted when there's such a large.
They could do a
tapestry.
whole
Like a
Pixar,
whole Pixar land.
yeah,
Like a whole
That's what
Pixar
I was
land.
thinking.
like a whole Pixar park,
Call it that, Pixar
yeah,
Park.
Pixar park.
Yeah.
But You know, that could be cool. That could be cool.
Because then that frees up space in like Hollywood studios where you could do other things.
Yeah, but they just invested all that into Hollywood studios.
Well, just pick it the fuck up.
They
Or
and
just
move
invested
it.
a very
those holiday
small part.
studios. Or holiday.
Ooh,
There's another park idea. Holiday studios.
where it's Christmas all year round.
Oh, God.
I would like a park. I think one of two parks would be cool. So I'm thinking something about, this is going to sound so dumb to you guys, but like almost like a time travel park. So think of like Epcot, how you go around the world.
Mm-hmm.
But one where like you go through different time
Like
periods.
history?
Yeah.
Ooh.
But like,
But is that its own park
Done
or is
by
that
Disney.
a section of a park?
well, it's like an Epcot, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's like, instead of the world's park, it's like, you know, start at like 1200.
Caveman.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
take-
like, because they have some stuff like that at Epcot, but not like,
Well, and they're trying to get rid of the
Really take
dinosaur
you through
stuff in Animal Kingdom, and that's like a good spot to put it. Is like move it to this park where you start in the dinosaur time, and as you walk through the park, you go through like Earth's history.
yeah. But that would, we'd have those people. Well, no,
I was
it'd
going to be like,
totally
what
fine.
are the religious people going to think
We'd be
about
fine.
that? If there's like any mention of evolution.
Well,
you
because
know?
Ellen has her show that was there. The Ellen's like evolution show or whatever with the
Yeah.
dinosaurs.
It was her and
like,
Bill Nye.
That was fine. Yeah, and Bill Nye. So it's fine.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're
Those are
talking about Disney's finally acknowledging the gay days as like an official Disney sponsored event now, starting next year.
That's kind of cool.
So like, I think they're kind of giving the middle finger to
Yeah.
the people that are like,
because they
think of
know
the
they're still
children.
going to go to the damn parks
Yeah.
anyway. They're like,
Here's-
we'll do what we want. Your
here's
ass is
another
going to show
idea.
up.
A park dedicated just for adults.
Yes.
So, like, all the
Give
rides,
me
adult
the
rides.
adult park.
Yeah, but
Yes.
like it's a cool park, and that's the park you can smoke in.
Yeah, you can
In a
smoke
couple
in that
smoking
one.
sections.
They don't care what you smoke.
That's right.
Do it up.
Yeah,
And no children.
I-
Oh my God.
a children-free park.
Wow. What would be there?
Everything, basically all of our favorite rides, just no kids. I don't care. It could be a lawn chair, just no kids, and I'm
yeah,
cool.
it could just be like a swimming pool and I could just hang out.
So did you guys? This might have been because I only vaguely remember this. Did you guys ever hear of Pleasure Island that used to be in downtown Disney?
That sounds scandalous.
Yes.
It was the restricted area of downtown Disney that you had to be 18 to walk through because it was all like nightclubs and bars and like a giant Disney themed party scene.
Yeah.
Well, let's make that a park.
It was. Whatever happened to that?
I think just because it was like a restricted area, they just made it become part of Disney Springs when they turned downtown Disney into Disney Springs.
It just opened it up more.
Yeah. But I remember I was like, because when I went for my high school trip, we were all 17 and couldn't go into Pleasure Island. And we're like, well, this sucks.
Yeah. That was, because I want to go there too and dance when I was younger. Well, when we go, we'll do it.
Agreed.
And I'm going to pitch the Disney villain park idea.
To
I
like,
like
every
that.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like, hey, you're dressed up as a princess. Let me pitch this idea to you.
Yeah.
So this is
I actually do like that whole idea. I really do.
I think it could be really fun.
Yeah. And then I think an adult park.
Yeah.
You know what we didn't talk about when we were talking about our favorite parks is the water parks. And I think those are great.
I didn't go to the water park, so I can't speak
Yeah,
to
I
those.
haven't
Really?
been to Blizzard Beach in probably 20 years. Because it's a
What
separate
about
ticket.
Typhoon Lagoon?
Same. There's separate ticket. Like you have to buy tickets to
I'm
them in
aware.
addition. So I was always
What
like,
about Tsunami Wasabi Park? Like, you guys.
Blizzard Beach.
That's the best one.
Tsunami Wasabi.
New park idea.
I love it. Sounds like it'd be so bad.
They sell bangin' sushi there.
Yum. That would also be another cool park idea, is to have a park that has like something from every Disney location in the world. Like World Disney Park.
That would be cool because
In
all
Walt
those
Disney World.
parks have like all their different things.
Yeah.
I want to go. I think it's in Tokyo. They have like the really good under the sea, like Little Mermaid
Yes.
land. I want to see that.
I think it's in Tokyo as well, where like
Everything's in Tokyo.
there's
It's
something
in like Tokyo or it's in China. That
Yeah.
one. I think Tokyo though.
one of them they weren't allowed to have the haunted mansion because there's like some law against acknowledging ghosts as a possibility in the world.
Yes.
So they
It's other cultures, Matt. You
Yeah.
need to be respectful.
but they turned it to like it was called like Mystic Manor, and it was more like you were going through the house of a really demented magician, and apparently it's like 1,000 times better than the Haunted Mansion. So I'm like, oh, I kind of want to ride it now because I love the Haunted
Oh, that
Mansion.
sounds fun.
You stink.
But that was episode 50.
What? Well, it's done?
I mean, that was the last topic.
Oh, jeez. That just
Don't
ended
just
so
cut us off
abruptly.
like that. Ew. No.
So 50 episodes, guys. I mean, there should be more than that, but, whatever.
Yeah.
I just want to say thanks. Like, it's been like, what, a year now that we've been doing
Has
this?
it?
This would come out on the 1 year anniversary of us doing it.
Wow.
Holy shit.
I know.
So we had 2 weeks off.
Yeah.
Yeah. See how much we care about you guys? We just dedicate our lives to
You
it.
just slave over this day after day after day.
Rise and grind.
Drinking and talking about Disney. Like, it's tough.
It's been rough.
I don't think you guys understand the struggle that we face.
Just sitting around
Week
surrounded
to
by
week.
dogs,
Yep.
people we barely like.
God, tell me about it.
Fighting off the paparazzis. That's been like
that's
following
been the
me
hardest
lately.
part. Like, I almost crashed my car because people are jumping out of bushes trying to get pictures.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, calm down. Like, I'm a normal person. Let me live my life.
When they built that new area by your house and they advertised it as live next to one of the hosts of Disney.
Yes, they fucking did. I had to
pissed me
put up
off.
this privacy fence to keep the people out, but that they just come in on the other side where there's not a fence.
You've heard us scream, "What's that person doing in the backyard?"
Yeah, you guys
multiple
know.
times on episodes.
It's been insane, but you know what? It wouldn't have been insane if it weren't for all you guys. So thanks for making our lives hectic and crazy and a little bit more enjoyable. Unless you're Daniel, who just wants to trash Frozen all the time. Damn you, Daniel.
Well, Daniel's just frozen inside.
I'll meet you in a couple of
Daniel's
weeks,
just
Daniel.
frozen inside. Just kidding. We love Daniel. He's great.
Yes, you're great. You're a sweet little pea.
I don't like that. I don't like that you just called him that. It just made me feel uncomfortable.
Did it?
Yeah.
What about like a
Try it again.
crisp snap pea?
I don't like that either.
You're striking out.
What about a crispy buttery flake?
crispy buttery flaky?
I fucking love that video so
The
much.
best is when she yells at him and then
And
she
she
goes to
screws
do
it up.
She fucks it up.
And her face, she's just like, oh my gosh. That's the best video.
Probably one of the best.
I showed
for
it to my
sure.
mom last weekend, actually. She had never seen it.
Here's an idea. A meme park.
What?
Instead
That
of
would
a
be
theme
so
park, a
fun.
meme
I
park.
love
A
the
meme
name
park.
of it alone.
Disney meme park.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's brilliant.
You can't get in unless you try to make the thing like Raven. Like it's like the secret code to get in.
Could you imagine like that was just something that you get to go to like enjoy? Just walk around. It's like a museum but memes.
Oh my, I want that to happen. Meme park. That has to happen.
Okay. None of you fuckers steal that idea. We need to get capital and couple it on.
Intellectual property of DisNeat-hos.
I'm getting a trademark right now.
TM copyright. So I'm going to be a little selfish real quick and just mention that as of this weekend, I'm currently at Disney World. So keep an eye on the Instagram, and if you're there, try to find
keep
me.
an eye on it because Matt's not allowed to upload anything to the Instagram unless it comes through me first, and I'm going to be hella picky. It better be top tier
Those
content.
angles and covering the best part of a shot with your text is just abysmal lately.
Also, his
Oh, I live.
selfies.
I'm bad at selfies. Which
We
is
know.
why-
You have to take some while you're
We-
there so
we're
that we
gonna
can
work
share.
on
I will
this.
share the selfies so fast.
Actually, I want Matt to do.
I want selfies everywhere.
I want you to do a selfie at every of the like the big park landmarks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then what we're going to do, here's what I'm thinking, guys. What we do is we get a frame that has like the multiple things, and we have Matt's selfie at each one, and we auction it off or we raffle it off to one of the viewers.
You're talking about like the Beatles,
Who
let it
would
be
want-
like 4 squares, but it's the 4 me selfies in front of
Basically,
different landmarks.
Who
yeah.
I love
wants
it.
a Matt selfie at Disney?
I think it'd be hilarious. And like a handwritten like book from Matt on like
Well,
his
yeah, I was like,
thoughts.
he will definitely write you a novel if you want one.
And when he is
Even if you don't.
A sonnet.
and when he's a famous producer someday,
You have his autograph
you
and,
have his autograph already.
and an original sonnet by Matt.
About 1,000 other words in my autograph.
yeah.
Wow, Matt, this could be it. This could be the thing.
Could be the big moment. Besides the Instagram of DisNeat-hos Podcast, where you can see those selfies, where else can people keep up to date
at
with us?
DisNeat-hos Podcast on
Thank
Instagram.
you. Thank you.
It is the same handle for Twitter.
If you want to talk to Matt directly.
At DisNeat-hos Podcast.
On Twitter.
We have a Facebook page. Well, it's a group. It's called DisNeat-hos.
It's a closed group.
Closed group. It's very exclusive. Sometimes I look at it. Most of the time I don't. But Matt's on there. I just don't use Facebook a lot.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, I just don't really get on it. And you can email us either through traditional email, disneatopodcast@gmail.com, or through our website, disneatopodcast.com.
Traditional email.
Tradish email. We don't do snail mail, I'm sorry.
We know. Actually,
You can also follow Rowdy and Coda on Instagram at Rowdy Griffin the First.
I would like snail mail. What I'm asking for is a handwritten note.
02134.
Send it to
to Zoom.
C-mail. No, yeah.
We get D-mail.
Ah!
We just get a bunch of dick pics. What?
If you got a video, put it up. We'll put it on the show. A zoop double z double o-m zoom. Because you will be seeing up on the screen. Write your name and your address and do what? Take a wild guess. Okay, I'm done.
All right. That's fun. That's a throwback. Blast from the past.
That migraine med's helping.
You're welcome. And the
Thanks.
peppermint oil,
And the
too, I'm
peppermint
sure.
oil.
Yeah, I know. It's basically witchcraft.
Guys, I've been royally sick today. And
He's hungover.
yeah, hungover. Plus, it's like 50 degrees and shit out here. So
I'm old,
miserable.
so anytime I drink, I have a terrible hangover, so I know how to help. And
Thank you.
I've helped him a little bit.
As
Also,
I-
but you know, it's going to start hurting again when you get up to like leave and stuff. Because you're like jostling your weak little brain around in there.
Son of a bitch. That's the thing is I feel like my brain right now is like a Fabergé egg that I need to have on the pillow and keep it like level.
Well, yeah. So when I have migraines or hangovers or you know any of my ailments, anytime I like get up and move, it feels like my brain just smacks the back of my skull.
Yeah.
And it starts to hurt
Why does it feel loose?
because your brainstem's just drunk. It just can't hold itself up. It's just like whoa, and it falls back.
Interesting.
That's actually a fact. Scientific evidence. You just have a drunk brainstem.
I think that's it.
It's just not fun though.
What's your favorite movie to watch when drunk or hungover? What's your
Hungover.
favorite Disney movie? Tell us, friends.
Friends,
Viewers,
tell
hoes.
us. Jim's is Beauty and the Beast, apparently.
Yeah. Which, Jim,
I know.
this
at least
is why you're single.
You gotta at least do Aladdin. Is Jim single? We don't know if Jim's
I
single.
don't know. I just thought that was a
bold
fun
assumption. Sorry, Jim.
If you are single for
Jim's
very
looking for
bad
his
reasons,
Pam.
I'm so sorry. Is he? That was a bold assumption.
It is. Jim's looking for his Pam. Maybe Jim's looking for his Michael Scott. I don't know.
Or
Or no one.
exactly.
You live your life, Jim.
Do what you
Do
want.
whatever you want to fucking do, except watch Beauty and the Beast when you're drunk. Don't do that.
Yes.
Watch
But keep
Aladdin.
listening to us.
Yeah. Okay, guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
There's
He
a lot of
looks
stage
so cute. My angel.
He's so cute. He's
Oh, he's shaking his little butt. He's so
Wiggle
excited.
butt, wiggle butt. You are the star of the show.
Oh,
Rowdy.
Coda's coming in. He's
The bone. He's jealous. All right.
like,
Okay.
look what I can do.
Take that somewhere else. Bye.
Little glaucoma eye.
I know he does have little glaucoma eyes. The ulcer.
Honey bunny.
His corneal ulcer that's costing his mama money.
You're listening to the Geekscape Network. You're listening to the Geekscape Network.